What does it mean to have this park back open?
It is extremely important to have Riverside Park open. Riverside Park is actually the busiest park in Kern County. It gets the most visitation out of any other park. Hart Park and Ming Lake are pretty busy as well, but the difference here is we get a lot of out-of-town tourists, out-of-county tourists, out-of-state and international tourists that come to Riverside Park. So it's one of the busiest parks in Kern County.
And on top of just the size and those numbers alone, the difference, it seems to me, as someone who's gone to Lake Ming and Hart Park, is that you also have a really cool community here. Lots of local shop owners and people that you can really make a great connection with outside of just going to someplace to recreate like you would at those other spots.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a cute little, like a Hallmark town almost. It's right on the river, so you can't go wrong. You have beautiful views. The grass is amazing. They've done a great job rehabbing the park after the flood. So it's a tourist destination, right? You know, people come to the park to experience the river.
So what kind of events do we see over the summer that we'll be seeing here at Riverside Park?
There's all kinds of events that take place, everything from Whiskey Flat Days, the Fall Festival, to the River Rhythms, and the music in the park.
And these just happen any weekend. People don't necessarily have to plan for something. It may just be already happening here.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do is visit the Kernville Chamber of Commerce website to look at the events calendar and see what's going on in town. But music in the park here is every August. It's every Friday in August is when the music in the park is, and then you have Whiskey Flat Weekend, which is President's Day weekend, and then Fall Festival, which is the last weekend of October.
And now, are most of the businesses here, they're open for Memorial Day weekend, if people are going to watch this and say they want to come up?
Absolutely, everything is open for business. A lot of people thought that we were swept away during the flood, but we're not. We're still here. The businesses are open, and we are embracing the holiday weekend.
Yeah. What's the ideal day if you're coming in from Bakersfield or Los Angeles? Because I know you probably want people to stay the night too, but you could really come here for a whole day and go back home within under 2 hours. Absolutely.
Every day this weekend, everything is going to be open. It's going to be busy all weekend. But if you are one of those people that don't like to deal with the large crowds, I would say today, Friday, is a good day to come up, or even Monday. Monday, we see a lot of the campers and a lot of the tourists are leaving Monday. But we also see a lot of locals, people from Bakersfield, Ridgecrest, Tehatchee, people come up here on Monday because they don't have work or school that day. So they'll come and enjoy the town when the bigger crowds are gone.
And what kind of shops and restaurants are we talking about? I know that we're going to try and make a trip over to Cheryl's after we're done here.
We've got multiple. We got a bakery, a coffee shop, a diner. We've got multiple retail shops open as well. So there's a lot to do in town.
And along the river, just in general, too, you could take a nice little walk, and you can also make it maybe a longer trip, too, if you wanted to do fishing and stuff like that. It's all paved here, too.
Yeah. Sequoia National Forest is known as a land of many uses, so you can do everything from a nice river walk over here. You can fish over here. The Kern is an amazing destination for whitewater rafting. It's world-class rapids here, so you can do that. You can drive 45 minutes upriver and go see the giant sequoias at the Trail 100 Giants. So there's endless things to do here.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned Trail 100 Giants. So many people just go to Sequoia National Park, but they don't realize that they can go over there as well and just see those same trees in a nice, mile-and-a-half walking path?
Yeah, absolutely. What we see a lot, too, is unfortunate, is a lot of people that they come here looking for the general Sherman tree, and they've mistaken national park for national forest. So sometimes we have to tell them that you're at the wrong location, but then we tell them about the Trail of 100 Giants, so they will go there. But some people will turn around, drive all the way back to Bakersfield, hop on the 99 to make their way back to Sequoia National Park. But we have, an amazing sequoia grove up here. It's called the Trail of 100 Giants, and it's open to the public.
Great. Thank you so much. Anything else people should know as they head up this weekend, just about driving and safeties as it goes?
If you are coming up here to recreating the camp, number one, please pack out your trash. Use the trash bins that are provided at the park and in the campgrounds. A lot of these things are taken care of by volunteers, so help the volunteers out, give them a break. It's a holiday weekend, so if you could just dump all your trash, put it in the trash bins. And for safety, the river is still high. We're still at peak levels for snowmelt. And if you want to enjoy the river, I would highly suggest go with one of the whitewater rafting companies over here.
Yeah, that is something that's really important, and of course goes to one of our other stories that we're talking about today as well. Gary, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, thank you.